WrestleMania Night 2 review. Let's go over it real quick. The show opens up with the triple threat match for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Io Sky defends against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. I was not interested in this matchup in terms of the building. In terms of the build, I thought Io Sky was being forced into a situation that she had no business being in. But how was the match itself? This match was the best women's match between both nights. These ladies went in there and they over-delivered, in my opinion. This match was a lot of fun. This match was cool. This match was how you open a WrestleMania. Io Sky retains the belt in quite possibly one of the best matches of the year so far. Second match, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest in a Sin City street fight. It was cool to see Kerry King play Damian Priest to the ring. If you're a Slayer fan, then you know what I mean. But in terms of the match itself, this was everything that I wanted it to be. Just a drag-out, physical match between two big dudes. Drew McIntyre gets a much-needed win. Next up, we have the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship as Braun Breaker defends against Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. This match was also a hell of a lot of fun. This was a great 4-way matchup. My boy Dominic Mysterio was over with the crowd tonight, and the second he got the pinfall victory, the crowd literally erupted. It's about time the WWE audience is giving Dominic Mysterio his flowers, because he has been too good ever since turning heel. And finally, he got rewarded for all the work that he's been putting in. And like I said, the match itself was a lot of fun. Braun Breaker shined. This man is a stud. I love watching Braun Breaker in the ring because all he does is just go in there and smash, 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 and smash again. And Carlito's arch nemesis is now Braun Breaker's spear because, damn, you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch what Braun does to Carlito and the announcer's table. That was something. But all four of these guys had a chance to shine. They all did great. I loved how every time Dominic Mysterio would go for a pin, the crowd would get so hyped up, and then Balor would be there like a little menace to break it up. And then you get to the end sequence when Balor hits the coup de grace, and you think he's going to win, but then Dominic comes out of nowhere with a frog splash and steals the win. The crowd just went absolutely ballistic when Dominic won the IC title, but in a good way, because the crowd really wanted Dom to win. This forward was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And I'm a Dominic Mysterio fan, so clearly I am not upset about the result. I love it. So match number 4 was originally supposed to be Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton, but since Kevin Owens is currently out hurt, they were doing this whole thing of a mystery opponent. And the mystery opponent ended up being the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Joe Hendry. Say what you want about the match and how it was handled, but in reality, let's be real. Joe Hendry is having a banner year. The man won the TNA Championship. He was in the Royal Rumble, and now he had a WrestleMania moment with Randy Orton, a legit legend a legit WWE legend. Randy Orton may have won the match, but in reality, Joe Hendry's the real winner when all is said and done. So, yeah. There's nothing really to say afterwards. So we have match number 5, which is Logan Paul taking on AJ Styles. I thought these two went in there and had a very, very, very good match. Logan Paul held his own as expected, and AJ Styles is AJ Styles. We're not going to get the AJ Styles from 2002. The man's pushing 50. He's not the wrestler he once was, but the guy can still go in the ring. The guy can still control the match, and the guy can still work. And these two guys put on a very, very good match. And I like the whole ending sequence with Karrion Kross. As I predicted, Karrion Kross played a role in the result of this matchup, and it continues to build on the whole story that they're trying to tell with Karrion Kross trying to have AJ re-embrace his evil ways again. But because AJ refused, he ended up losing to Logan Paul. So I'm very curious to see how the stuff with Kross and Styles develops, because I am really, really liking the direction that it's going in, and I'm liking the story just in general. But yeah, Logan Paul wins a very, very good match. Next up, we have the women's tag team title match between Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan, the women's IC champion Lyra Valkyria, and a returning Becky Lynch. This spot should have gone to Roxanne Perez and Bayley. Instead, they completely wiped that away. They were promoting Lyra Valkyria and Bayley originally challenging for the belts, and then they ran the angle of Bayley getting hurt just to shove Becky back into the spot. I'm sorry. You can like Becky Lynch all you want, but like Charlotte Flair, she is starting to get X-Pac heat with me. I don't care if Becky's been gone for a year. I don't care if the fans still like her. I'm over her. I am over Becky Lynch, and I don't really care for Lyra Valkyria. I think she's a bore also. This match was nothing to me. Valkyria and Becky win, and I don't care. And now it's time for the main event. John Cena challenging Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I'm going to say this. This match was not good. It was not good. You can tell that John Cena is completely washed up in the ring. He just does not have the physical capabilities anymore. When you watch this matchup, Cody Rhodes controlled this whole match by working a very slow pace just so that way John Cena can keep up with him. The match was sloppy in areas. It was slow in a lot of areas. And I'm not going to lie, if it wasn't for the last 2 minutes, 5 minutes, this would have gone down as not one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history, but definitely a main event that should have happened in night one. Yeah, I think they made a little bit of a botched booking decision with this one. The triple threat match should have main evented night two, and this should have main evented night one because Cody versus Cena, it just felt off to me. The dynamics just felt off, and well, John Cena has officially become number 17, breaking the WWE record for most world title wins. Not Ric Flair's record, WWE's record. Ric Flair's record is in the 20s. So let's call a spade a spade. But yeah, John Cena wins number 17. Travis Scott makes an appearance. He gets knocked out. He gets wiped out by Cody Rhodes.